I would be very frank, when this project was introduced to me by a group of people who came from Sightsavers, Lusaka, I was skeptical. I was saying, is it possible that we can have inclusive education here?
There was need to come up with a project of this nature called Tusambilile Chapamo, which is there to ensure that we identify children with disabilities who are in their communities and bring them in the mainstream schools so that they learn together with their peers.
When children are growing, they are forming perceptions about the world around them, about themselves. And this is the time they need to learn together, socialize together.
I commend him. He's a very good advocate. He didn't just convince me. I became a disciple.
The first meeting we had, he even lamented to say, you and your people, you are a problem. So I said, they are not my people. When did I give birth to all learners with disabilities in Zambia? So these are actually national assets. They are your people.
Mostly we used to know that those children are supposed to be to special schools. But now we have that knowledge where we can handle those children.
I attended the training on how to handle children with disability and those without disability in one class. For Ruth, she was struggling to see what you were writing on the board. That was how I decided to move her in the front desk. For Potiphar, we just give him available local materials. He will try making the sound letter of the day or the number.
Shadriki, afielwa mulema.
Liba mbombera ntangana ku school. Takali pasana ndachina kushiku. Nadumbuire bu. Natimo kusambira English na mathematics.
Ishina lyandi Grace. Nali batema pamulano wakutsila. Balamfunda kwefya kutifya kuta ku pantage.
I handle the children in this child-to-child club. They play together, those learners with disabilities and those learners without disabilities. We teach them to treat each other the same.
For girls with disabilities, one of the major challenges is them being in school when they're on their menstrual period. So as a project, we have a provision where we provide girls with disabilities who are of age with menstrual hygiene kits. At least it's able to ensure that the child does not shun from being in school.
We have had projects that have been implemented in inclusive education. But there's one unique factor about this project. This project is looking at education starting from early childhood development and education. It goes to primary, secondary, and tertiary. This is something that has never been done here in Zambia.
Zambia twaesambira fibino fyafinga mulesambira apombyo teshibe wa mulangako. Yafine tule koseshanya tule ishibana okusambira bino sana.
This project you have brought, it will encourage people with disabilities to think they are capable of doing something for themselves.
One of the strengths that the project has is the collaborative approach that it has taken to the implementation of inclusive education.
So you see, there is that collection of stakeholders who make sure that the progression of inclusive education is seen from managers, parents, teachers, and then the community members in Chinsali.
Neglecting a child with a disability is punishable by law. The parent and the government together, they've got a duty to ensure that a child is provided for with education.
Most of the parents around our community never had it in mind to take their children to school. As a church, we were brought on board by Sightsavers, and we've used different forums to sensitize the people.
We have also recently brought on board traditional healers.
After that Sightsavers training, wale kuitana ile naita meetings the provincial chairperson in Mshinga province ukuveta na kuapira information ngamwasanga problem ya department umuntu nakwata problem ya ulema difference kulingana nefyo umuntu alemoneka mulingire mwantumina phone so that na tumina ku office pakwati uli omuntu twaishwa kwa kumtwala.
Then we are working with traditional leaders because these are people who are influential in the communities where they're coming from.
efyo nalesambirira kyali mpeera nkoselesho obukoselesho bukulu sana ndenda ukumona pabo owabulema apali abalema filafine filia ukubapalamika kumibiri yesu bantu bali abantu naifwe twabafe kimo kine.
Then let's look at other partners like the OPD, organizations of persons with disabilities.
We were taught how to form groups, how to advocate, what type of strategies were we supposed to apply. Before the capacity building, we had 3 groups. Today, as I speak, we are now 23 groups of persons with disabilities within this district.
The lessons that we are learning here, which will be implemented at national level at some point, is as a result of the support that we are getting from European Union.
Even though at some point, because we are aware that the project will actually phase out, we have actually put up measures in terms of how we can sustain the project, because we are empowered with the skills.
The information will still remain. The education materials will still remain. The practices will still remain.
The implementation of the inclusive education, the Zambia Chapamo in Chinsali, can be used as a model for other districts that inclusive education is attainable.
The influence that is coming from Chinsali, it is going into the ministry also, and we are trying to change the mindset of all other individuals in all the 15 directorates in the ministry.
It's not a favor to have children with disabilities learn in the same school with children without disabilities. It's a right.